Welcome to Mini Kaido Couple with Joe and
Mo.
Let's go! So today we're going to be talking about the difference between how people become an official couple in our two countries, Japan and England. And before we start, I want to once again thank all of our fabulous viewers for supporting us. And to remind you all that below this video there is a magical red shining subscribe button. And if you click it, amazing things will happen. Amazing. Yeah! Not only will you be able to see all of our newest videos as they come out, you will also get to be a part of our fabulous community of followers, which is growing every day. So help us grow, and I promise we'll return the favor with more fabulous videos. Subscribe! Okay, so kokohaku. First, I think we should start by talking about the culture of kokohaku in Japan. Like, what is it? What does it mean?
日本で彼氏彼女として付き合うときには好きという気持ちや付き合ってほしいという気持ちを相手に伝えます。これが告白です。
So how does this kokohaku usually go? Like, what would it look like? Because as you guys are going to find out in our next video, I didn't really get an official confession, did I? Go on then. Go on then.
OK、それでは実際に一緒に見てみましょう。はい、2人がデートに行きました。男性が告白しようとしています。あなたのことが大好きです。付き合ってください。ここで女性は選択肢が3つあります。1つ目、はい、私も大好き。付き合ってください。これは告白が成功した場合です。2つ目、ごめんなさい、私他に好きな人がいるの。これは失敗した場合です。3つ目、ちょっと考えさせてください。これは保留にされた場合です。この場合しっかり積極的にアプローチしていかないと難しいかもしれません。日本ではこんな感じ。じゃあイギリスではどんな感じかな？
England is completely different. Like, we don't really have the confession culture. So one thing about England is we don't really do dates. Like, before I came to Japan, I'd never been on a date before. Because everyone that becomes a couple, they kind of become friends. And then over time, they kind of just develop into something. I feel like that's the usual structure. And it kind of happens naturally. Like, you meet someone at a bar, you flirt, share a few drinks, a few stories, and then like a week later you go out and meet again, and it's not an official date, it's hanging out. You know, kasobimashou sort of situation. And then, I don't know, eventually it's just like, are we dating? Yeah? No? Yeah, so we just don't have a culture of confessions. We always used to say at school that you're not official until you're Facebook official. And I suppose when I was at school, that was kind of the confession. It's not like, you know, oh, please date me, I love you, da da da. It was more like you both kind of know that you're together, so you're kind of like, should we let the world know? Should it be Facebook official? And it's a big deal. When I made us go Facebook official.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, it was like 6 months in or something. And I was really nervous to ask him. We were already fully official, dating, all our friends knew everything, posting stuff on Facebook, but we weren't Facebook official. So we did it on Valentine's Day, and I was like, can I make us official on Facebook? Yeah, and yeah.
That's your confession.
That was my confession, apparently. Yeah. We were already dating for 6 months, but that was me making it official in England. But it's true. Imagine if we didn't make it Facebook official. It could be that you didn't want to because you wanted other girls to still think they had a chance. By making it as official, I have officially told those women, don't even try. Mine. So yeah, I don't know. The thing is, I never had a boyfriend when I was back in England. And so I don't have a lot of experience with that, but from my friends' reactions and things you see on TV, it's always that kind of awkward moment. So for instance, if a couple has been hanging out for a number of weeks and it's kind of got to the point where they already kind of know they're a couple, but they haven't voiced it, they kind of just like be hanging out, be like, so hey, my friends were asking like, are you my, why am I American? So it might be a conversation like the girl says, ah, my friends were asking about that guy I've been hanging out with. Seriously, why am I American? But anyway, do I say that you're my boyfriend? And then of course the guy responds and he's like, yeah, I guess so. I am not the voice actor of this couple. So the alternative would be that the guy might be like, yo, I just want to keep it casual. Or something like that. Or like, hey babe, I don't know if I'm feeling this anymore. Let's call it a day. I don't know what. I don't know who I am. Certainly not any guys I know, but but yeah, that's how it would go. Yeah. So yeah, it's very different between the two countries. For sure.
Yeah. 学校の時とか、なんかまあ as a student、なんか
I understand.
So he always doubts my Japanese.
なんだろう、そのまだデートしてないのに、もういきなり告白しちゃうこととかもある。もうなんかまだデートしてないのにいきなり何々さん昔から大好きでしたみたいな感じとかある？ Do you have that?
Not so much. I think we like to keep our pride, and I feel like someone would feel like they'd lost their pride if they did that. You wouldn't like officially confess. So like for instance, if I kind of knew you at school and I wanted to ask you out, I wouldn't be like, hey, be my boyfriend, because that would be like super intense. Instead I'd be like, hey, should we like hang out sometime, you know, catch a movie or something? One thing that I find uncomfortable about the Japanese system, like giving a yes or a no, that's cool. The maybe one, give me time, isn't that basically a no? To me, if I said give me some time, I'd be saying give me some time to think of an excuse not to date you. If I felt like I needed to take time to make the decision, then to me that would tell me that I'm not into that person. It's not gonna work. I mean, unless you said, for now, no, but ask me again after a few more dates kind of thing. That would be fine.
あとは、まあ、学校とかで、あんまり話したことない人にもいきなり告白したりとか。
People you don't talk to?
Yeah.
That's weird. But you don't know them. Why would you confess to someone that you don't know? You know what would be interesting? I want to hear your first confession. Tell us your first confession to a girl.
In my life?
Yeah.
中学校かな。
Ooh, early bloomer. Go on then. Who was she? Where does she live? Give me a number.
Yeah, I confessed. We were not close.
Why did you confess to her?
I don't even know.
What? Was she pretty? Is she friends with you on Facebook? Because she's gonna see this, and I want her to. You upgraded. Like if you weren't friends with her, you don't know her. It's just like you just cornered her on the street. Was
No.
it like a cabedon?
We had mutual friend.
Okay. So you were like, hey, this guy wants to meet you.
Yeah.
And then you met her and you were like, hey, I know we don't know each other and I just think that you're hot and I know nothing about your personality, but please date me.
Yeah.
You are disgusting. Is that why you dated me? I'm just
What
a
do you
pretty
mean?
face to you. You don't care about my personality.
No, we.
So I'm not a pretty face. Okay, so as I've hinted throughout this video, we have our own Kokohaku story. But when I say Kokohaku story, it's kind of like an anti-Kokohaku story. You'll see why in our next video. You'll see why I look at him with malice every time we talk about Kokohaku. Yeah, so please tune in next time and you can hear all about our very unromantic Kokohaku from this one. So yeah, join us next time and have an absolutely lovely day. Bye bye.
バイバイ。
もっと私たちの動画を見たい人はチャンネル登録と高評価をお願いします。